Hi, beautiful Aries. Welcome to New Era. My name is Emma. I just ate a little almond, I think it's called mandel, right before I started the reading, which is really, really stupid. Okay, excuse me. Today I'm gonna still draw from this new beginnings. Maybe we're stepping into new beginnings, Aries. I'm going to use this mystical wisdom deck that I just adore, and I'm usually using this as well. I'm usually let's begin again. I'm going to use this as usual, but I'm not going to say what I see in the card. I'm actually going to read out of the book. I've never read out of this book for what these means, because I always get the information anyway. But I just want to switch things up here a little bit today, so that's what I'm doing. We're starting there, and then we're just going to go deeper and deeper as usual into the message, into the energy of it. So what's going on for Aries? And I'm making this recording in January at the very end, and it's about like a month into the future, you can think. So basically all of February as well. What is going on for Aries? Nothing is going on for Aries. Aries. There you go. Two cards. We're going to read two cards for you. We have Archangel Gabriel, messenger of creativity and hope. And I'm not going to say anything about it. And money, find your way to abundance. So I saw Gabriel first, so we're going to start there. Archangels, are they in the back? Wait. No, so it's just A. Archangel Gabriel. Okay. He speaks to you through your heart and soul. Gabriel, which means God is my strength, guides hopeful parents in fertility and child conception, giving them courage and strength. He's the angel of communication and the arts, inspiring and motivating you in your creative pursuit. His presence often offers enthusiasm and encouragement in the creative fields. He guides artists, authors, musicians, and dancers to reach their full potential and live their purpose. If you work with children, personally or professionally, you will find Gabriel by your side with loving guidance and support. The mantra for this card is, I follow my guidance of my heart. So there's a lot of, obviously you could be in the arts, Aries, you could be in the arts, being a musician, a painter, a dancer, whatever you are. You can also be someone that tries to have a baby, and you just need a little bit of guidance there as a parent. What I find, like, because this is a general reading and it can be so many different things, what I find is the guidance. That Gabriel really is there to guide you. He's also there for communication. He's the angel of communication. And Gabriel is by your side with loving guidance and support. So I'd say you could be in the arts. You could be dealing with being a teacher or a leader for children. You could be wanting a child of your own. You could be in the creative arts, whatever that is. But I think that generally, is like whatever you're doing in your life right now, whatever you're pursuing, whatever you like, whatever your next step or next, like, I'm going for this, is about, that Gabriel is there as a guide to help you, to support you, to guide you through whatever that is. Okay? And then we have money. Find a way to abundance. Money, 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 money. There we go. Don't worry. You will find a solution to gain the money you require. Though you may have suffered in misfortune and unemployment or encountered financial difficulties, know that there are always people around to help. There's always a way out. Find your internal fortitude and guiding light to persist in gaining back what you have lost. Do the best you can with what you have, and if you need help, ask for it. Things will get better. Mantra, I have faith that a solution is possible. So if this really is money for some of you, if this really is money, know that there is a solution to your situation. This card is literally saying that there is a solution to your situation. Whatever it is, you will find a resolution to this. If it's about a situation, like if it's not specifically about money for some, because money can represent energy and money can represent like, so let's say you're in a situation that you just want to find a solution to, and it might not be money that is the solution. It might be that you need to talk to someone that is a solution or resolution, or you need to get out of a situation. You need to get out of a situation that is not serving you anymore, and there is a solution to it that's going to come. If it's not this one, it's the next one. If it's not the next one, it's the next one. Like there is a solution to your situation. So Gabriel is here to guide you through whatever this is, and there is a solution to your situation. There is like the treasure at the rain on the end bow. There's a solution at the rain on the end bow. Those are some of the new words we're going to use here in the year 2022. Okay, so why is this here for Aries, please? Let's do this first. Why is this here for Aries, please? At the rain of the end bow. Like that couldn't be more like sad. Is it rain at the end bow? It's not a treasure at the end of the rainbow. Okay, let's see what came out here first. 8 of Ariel and 6 of Raphael. Aries, I think aren't you the sign that just gets this inner child the most? It feels like you have this every freaking single time. We need to invite the inner child, Aries. Okay, 8 of Ariel. There's something here that you're reading up on, like you're educating yourself. You're getting more information. Whatever this, like we just started talking about, like Gabriel is there for your guidance to help you through whatever this is. And there is a solution to your situation, or you're going to get back what you have lost. And you're reading up on it. 8 is such a beautiful number in this because it talks about strength and power. It's bringing heaven to earth. It's like, it's manifesting. As above, so below. Like you're manifesting what it is that you want. And Ariel is all about love and manifestation in itself. And you're reading up on it, like you're getting yourself into knowledge about it to understand more. Like you're just, and it can just be that you're doing certain things to just open your mind up. Like you're just, our mind is such a powerful tool, and depending on where we're at vibrationally, like I can be in situations where the day before I have just thought about stuff to do for let's use money as an example. Like the day before I would have thought about like 3 different things to do that could generate more income. Like, oh my God, I could do that and that would really help me a lot. Or I could do that and that could really, you know. And then the day after, if I'm just slightly lower in the vibration, I don't even have access to those thoughts anymore. And then I can get a little bit stuck about like I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. And then it's like, oh my God, just yesterday I had those ideas, those 3 different ideas that were income for money. So it's rarely that we sort of can go and read a book, that the book will help us get to the next level. Is usually that we raise our vibration. Raise the vibration, and immediately, yes, you then might have access to a book like this with that then gives you more ideas, right? I just feel like there's a situation here where it can be, yes, that you're going to read a book to get more information about your situation, but I think it's also about like you're doing what you need to do in order to put you in a situation where you get those ideas. Like you could maybe go meditate, you could go out for a walk in the forest, you could go sit by the lake, I'm serious now, you could go take a shower because water is just so helpful. And drink more water. What was I saying? You're putting yourself in a situation where you get the ideas, where you get the information to go to the next level or go the next step. With the 6 of Raphael, nothing is so serious that is worth you feeling bad about it. I mean, I know how that sounds. And just the other day, I talked with a very dear friend about a really, what we would consider an awful situation, like health issues and stuff. And, we get to decide what feels good and what feels bad, and we get to decide what I could consider this to be right and I can consider this to be wrong. When we start to consider everything to be right or just an opportunity, and I'm not saying to become a robot, I'm not saying to become a machine, because it feels like equally as much as to be as excited about. Okay, I'm going to be very, very personal here now. So one of my dearest friends just got married. She just got married very recently. And one of my other dearest friends, her mother just had a really bad health scare. And, you're thrown in between those two and you think one is just really beautiful and the other is just really awful. But really, if I look at those, they're just 2 incidents. They're 2 incidents and we can meet them. And I still don't meet. So my one friend with the bad news, I don't meet that with excitement. Oh my God, I got bad news? That's so exciting. But that's the thing to solution. That's the thing to healing. That really is the way to healing. That really is the path to enlightenment in that situation. Simultaneously, I feel like our universal emotional body is waking up. I feel like there's so many people on this planet Earth that has just shoved down their emotions. We haven't been in contact with our feelings. Some of us don't even know how to connect with it. What do you feel around that? What do you mean? I think something. What do you feel? I don't know. We have to find the feeling. So I think that simultaneously, as we can start to address things from equal excitement, no matter what we're hearing, no matter what the news, it doesn't deserve your feeling bad about it just because it's bad news. Does that make any sense? Simultaneously, I'd suggest, because I feel like there's a global, like I said, there's a global waking up for your emotional body, that we allow ourselves then to then have an emotional response. I get this health So you hear this health thing. It doesn't sound good. Have a reaction to it. Freaking feel it, and feel it through your bones. Have a good cry. Because there's going to be an emotional response to that. But then it's like, how can we make this fun? And I know that's so huge to take in. If it's not, if you need like a couple of days to just, you know, if you want to point your finger at me for saying that, then you're not ready for that. But I know it's irrational for a person who just, you know, there's something about having that inner child to come out and play. That the inner child you know, I look at the kids at the daycare. You know, my youngest son, it can be him that he rarely is sad, but like he can sort of have a moment or like feeling a little bit like there's something, and the other kids just don't. It's not like they don't care. They have a little like, oh, what's going on? Do you miss your, like, do you want your teddy bear? Do you want your, like, what's going on? But they have no, like, they don't start to feel sad, or they're not there to sort of intervene or to sort of take over the situation. They sort of go on with their day. And I just watched my son the other day, who watched other kids, where one child was really, really upset, really, really sad. And he was so excited about his little toy that he wanted to show. And it wasn't like it's not like they don't care about each other. They're just not dragged into what the other person is sort of doing. They're holding to themselves. They're holding to their light. And that's the only way to help another. And it's the only, if you can sort of think of this as the only way to, it's sort of slightly schizophrenic, because it's like, okay, so I have this emotional response, but I should be excited about it, even though it feels bad. What should I be here? I'm just saying, we're taking all of this too seriously. And there's a way of looking at it from a very, like, from a child's perspective, from the inner child, to have the inner child come out and play. Like, can you lighten this up? Can you loosen your grip a little bit? If this is something that really, like, you really want this shift, you really want this change, and the only reason you sort of cling on to it is because you have the feeling that it might not work, you might not get it. You might not get your money back, you might not get the money that you need, you might not get this resolution or get this thing that you want. So if you loosen that a little bit, like, okay, so what if I don't get it? So what? A minute ago, this thing that you want wasn't there. That's what I think when I go shopping. And I think I really need a sweater, or I really need something. And I'm like, 5 minutes ago, I didn't even know that this sweater hanging on this, whatever those hangers, that it existed. Move on, you know? Does this make any sense, or does it just make me sound like a bitch that just has no emotion? Can we have a little bit more around this, please? And then we're going to go into the extension. Yes, Queen of Ariel. You if you haven't already, like the Queen, this is when we're starting to like get it. Like we're starting to get that there's a solution to everything. There is a way. Well, what is it? Well, I don't find it just yet. I just know that there is a way. I'm not in vibrational match to it just yet. I don't see it just yet. I haven't had the idea just yet. But it's just yet. There's going to be a moment, there's going to be an hour, there's going to be a day where you go, oh, I can do that, or I can have this, or I can, you know. That's when wisdom comes in. If this is knowledge, and knowledge has nothing to do with wisdom, you know, you can have a person that is just, they're so read up on a subject, they know every single thing about a subject, but they don't have to be 1 minute wiser just because, right? So this is about growing into your wisdom, and this is you having the Midas touch. This is you understanding that everything you touch turns to gold. This is the person who knows how to manifest, how to look out into the world and just make everything more beautiful. Because the way that you look at it is that it is beautiful. It's a change of perception. I feel like this is a lot about change of perception. Looking out into the world, you can get some news and you can react this way to it, or you can react this way to it. You can need a lot of money, or you can want this change really bad that you're stepping into right now. And you can look at it from a very like, okay, I'm going to make everything beautiful. It doesn't matter how it looks, how it's going to turn out. I'm just going to make everything beautiful. And as you start to make everything beautiful, and as you start to see everything as beautiful, everything is going to be beautiful. Other people might think, are we living in the same reality? And you go, no, we're not. Because where I stand, everything is beautiful. It doesn't mean that you can't have emotion. It doesn't mean that you can't feel bad. Feel it for the love of the world. We're awakening the emotional body, but how do you view it? I'm going to take this into the extension and see what else I can find here for you. So if that interests you, there's 2 ways to get to the extension. One is Vimeo, where I cut the price in half, and the other one is a donation-based place to go buy me a coffee. I hope to see you in either of those places. If not, thank you so much for watching. Take care, guys. Till next time.